Okay, so here is a comparison from your final throw of the day on the left and the first throw of the day on the right. So already out of the gate, if you look at your pre-pass position, you can see that you've got much better posture going on in terms of your knee bend and in terms of your hip flexion. Okay, so you see the way you're kind of sinking the hips a little bit more. You could even afford to sink a little more than that. Whereas on the other side here, much more straight-legged and much taller in your stance. Okay, you also have that toe on your left foot on the right-hand side picture is already pointing to your target. Okay, and also let's take a look at your ball carriage. Much improved there versus on this side. You see where you're at way up high, and you also look at the elbows on the left-hand side. Much more relaxed and comfortable versus on the right. You got much more tightness and tense, more tense, and the elbows are in a worse position to help you moving forward. So that's a big improvement already on the left-hand side. Okay, now we talk about the movement itself, right? On the left, you see you're taking your drive in stride. On the right, you're not even taking a stride, and you're literally just leaning and rolling onto that front foot. So if you look at that picture on the right, and I apologize, I can't get a lot of my cursor down below this thing, but your weight is fully on that front foot, looking right there. Okay, fully on the front foot at this point in time. Back here on the left-hand side, you are definitely behind that front foot still. Now you're going to work your way over it, and we want to improve that, but this is improvement here. Okay, so right now on the right-hand side, you are throwing from on top of that foot completely. On the left-hand side, you're staying behind it for a while, and now you're getting on top of it later in the throw. Even looking at your pop position, way better over here. Way better pop position. And you look at this side, you are extending much earlier. So you want to really drive that elbow towards your target as far as you can, and here you are stopping short before you start to extend that arm. So again, you talk about the idea of consistency. The left is going to be much more consistent than the right as it stands right now. So there was some improvement there. And you look at the angle of the football on the right-hand side. Look at it as it's leaving your hand. Where is the point of the football? It's actually downward. Right? You can see that it's downward. You can't really see the point on the right, but as you're releasing, you can see that you're in a better position. Your wrist is still not fully loaded on the left-hand side, and that's going to take you some time. So you can see there as your wrist is kind of flat right here. But again, we're looking to improve upon that. Okay, that flat wrist. We want to have that flexion in the wrist so you can really stay behind the football and get more snap on the ball. But I can see. Look at the angle at which you're releasing here versus here. Okay, so even a better job here of staying back in the throw. We still have more to stay back on, but you're doing better. Okay. Our rev is probably a little more dramatic on the left than we'd like, but look at the front arm, left to right. Look at this huge wave you got going on here. Huge wave, right? We've gotten rid of that already, and we're controlling our left arm much more on the left-hand side there, because we know that big wave is going to rip that chest open. Look how early your chest is open on the right. Chest is still open on the left, but we're getting better. Okay, here we leave the back foot on the right-hand side. The back foot is basically just left back there. On the right-hand side, you see yourself coming through and following through to finish the throw. So there's definitely some improvement here. Again, a long way to go, but I like to kind of start things out. This is pretty good. Okay, take a look together. You can really tell that you're much more behind the football on the left and on top of the right. Fast motion last time. Go ahead. So some good stuff here. Good stuff, Malik. Hopefully continuing here, you're going to continue to learn and continue to be able to identify when you do things well and when you need to improve upon things. That's the whole idea behind this whole thing. Self-correction. that you can become educated enough as a quarterback that you'll be able to know what your body is doing and when you do things well and when you need to improve. But this is a pretty good comparison video for you.